Provide social media to the medical
Okay. You
Wait,
guys are
let
driving
him
me nuts.
answer. How do I make money?
He keeps on saying social media, social media. This is all one-to-one communication. Worst presentation ever. I'm out.
Oh, that was mean.
Ever.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about and what you said. So with that, I'm out. I don't think anybody's business is that. I think that it could be a pet rock.
Do not invest more money in this.
Are you kidding me?
We've invested $0.
Guys, I'm out.
How do I know he's got a good eye? How do I believe his projections?
Welcome to TV Central Shark. Here are 10 times sharks from the Shark Tank, called out pyramid schemes. Number 1, Tycoon Real Estate.
Hi Sharks, my name is Aaron McDaniel from San Francisco, California, and I'm the CEO of Tycoon Real Estate. I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 5% of my company.
Real estate crowdfunding may seem like a promising way for regular people to invest in property, but it can also be a breeding ground for pyramid schemes.
For literally hundreds of years, the most proven way to consistently build wealth has been through investing in real estate. Unfortunately, traditional real estate investing is difficult, intimidating, and expensive.
This was the case with Tycoon Real Estate, a company that pitched itself on Shark Tank as a way for everyday investors to get in on the real estate game.
Tycoon Real Estate is a crowd investing platform that allows everyday people to invest in real estate for as little as $1,000.
I hate it. I'm out.
Wow.
I smell jail time.
The founder and CEO, Aaron McDaniel, had a vision for a platform that would connect investors with real estate projects seeking funding.
All you have to do is enter the amount of money you'd like to invest, go through a simple online process, and once the investment goal is met, you're a real estate investor.
However, the Sharks were skeptical of the business model and McDaniel's credibility. Mark Cuban called the idea scammy, while Barbara Corcoran found it spooky.
How do I know he's got a good eye? How do I believe his projections? Too spooky and frankly unfair to someone who isn't well informed in the real estate business and experience.
You're in my space. There's going to be thousands of sites like Tycoon that emerge. They have no brand.
Just think of the name, Tycoon. Tycoon.
Please.
Tycoon, what does
let
it
me
say to a
finish.
small investor? It's a rip-off name.
Even Kevin O'Leary, who expressed interest in making a deal, asked McDaniel if he had a criminal record.
Do you have any criminal record whatsoever?
No, I don't.
In the end, McDaniel failed to secure a deal, and his idea never got off the ground.
Got to decide, Aaron. What do you want to do?
No.
Well,
so,
he's saying no. All right. Thank you.
thank you guys.
I forgot your name already. I'm out.
Thank you. The Sharks didn't get it from the very beginning. Tycoon Real Estate is not a sleazy company looking to swindle money out of anyone.
After appearing on Shark Tank, Tycoon Real Estate faced scrutiny and backlash for their business model. Despite their appearance on the show, the company struggled to gain traction and ultimately shut down. It appears that there is no current website or active social media presence for Tycoon Real Estate. Number 2, Rolodoc.
Next up are two doctors from Tucson, Arizona, with an idea to innovate communication in the medical field.
Brothers Richard and Albert Amini pitched their social network for doctors and patients called Rolodoc on Shark Tank.
Rolodoc allows for secure email between patients, physicians, and other medical professionals. The mobile app allows for instant messaging between them.
However, the Sharks were not impressed, and Mark Cuban even went so far as to call it the worst pitch in the show's history.
Worst presentation ever. I'm out.
Oh, that was mean.
Ever.
The brothers asked for $50,000 for 20% of their company.
Our company is Rolodoc, and we're seeking $50,000 for 20% of our company.
But Cuban felt that their presentation was nothing more than a mock-up of an app with buzzwords thrown in. Cuban's skepticism was warranted as Rolodoc had the potential to be a scheme.
You know what, Marco?
I sent an email.
This is dangerous. How are you vetting these doctors?
It was a valid concern because you don't want to be reading about somebody that actually isn't a surgeon that's offering heart surgery. That would be a bad outcome.
I don't think they'll be able to get anybody. It's not going to be dangerous if you can't get any doctors.
Well, there may be some value in doctors communicating with patients through technology. A social network for healthcare providers and patients is problematic.
Provide social media to the medical
Okay. You
Wait,
guys are
let
driving
him
me nuts.
answer. How do I make money?
He keeps on saying social media, social media. This is all one-to-one communication.
You're not going to let him tell me how I make money.
Because there's no chance of you making money on this.
The Sharks saw through the buzzwords and recognized that Rolodoc was not a real business with a viable product.
With all due respect, I just don't think you've explained how you're going to get users, how you're going to monetize it, I just don't see the business. I'm out.
But at the end of the day, I can't connect the dots regarding how I make money.
Following their unsuccessful pitch on Shark Tank, RollderDoc did not receive any investments from the Sharks, despite their ambitious goal to create a social network for doctors and patients. The company does not appear to have gained traction or developed an active presence online. This suggests that RollderDoc may no longer be in operation. Number 3, the Ionic Ear.
My name is Darren Johnson, and I'm here today to explain the Ionic Ear investment opportunity.
The Ionic Ear is not exactly a scam or scheme, but rather a baffling idea that Shark Tank investors couldn't take seriously.
This is surgery. You would be under anesthesia.
God.
You guys are so close-minded. Please let him finish.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
The founder, Darren Johnson, pitched a Bluetooth device that would be implanted under the ear, containing a microphone, speaker, and battery.
At the base of the device is a battery. Within its center are Bluetooth electronics, and at its tip, a microphone, a speaker, and an AC charging port.
All conveniently charged via a charging port inside the ear. Johnson asked for $1 million for 15% stake in his company, but the Sharks dropped out as soon as they realized the implications of having a device surgically implanted in one's head.
Darren, we're gonna operate on people.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna stick something in near their brain. I can sum up where I stand on this already. It's pretty disturbing, and it freaks me out. I'm already out.
The issues with the product range from the high cost of surgery and potential complications to the lack of FDA approval for such a device.
To go in and receive an additional operation.
Do you see a problem with that?
Sure, there certainly
Darren,
is
I have a
issues.
problem with that. I am out. This is the weirdest damn thing I ever heard.
The Ionic Ear is not on the market, and it's probably for the best. After the Shark Tank episode, there was no evidence that the Ionic Ear was ever developed or brought to market. It seems to have been nothing more than a concept presented on the show. As for the CEO of the company, Darren Johnson, there is no current information about his current activities or ventures. Number 4, the No Phone.
Introducing
Ta-da.
the No Phone. The No Phone. The No Phone is a technology-free alternative to constant hand-to-phone contact.
The No Phone was a plastic device pitched by Chris Sheldon and Van Gould on Shark Tank to deter kids from overusing their phones.
It's a fake phone for people addicted to real phones. It has no screen, no battery, no apps. There's no features at all.
The Sharks were unimpressed and rejected the idea. The product was compared to the pet rock and criticized by fans for taking up valuable time on the show.
Do not invest more money in this.
Are you kidding me?
We've invested $0.
Guys, I'm out.
I don't think anybody's business is that. I think that it could be a pet rock.
The founders did not receive any investment, and there's no evidence that the No Phone ever made it to market. Number 5, Squirrel Boss.
Next into the tank is Michael J. DeSanti with a product to discourage little thieves.
I am seeking $130,000 in exchange for 40% of my business. And my business is the Squirrel Boss Squirrel-Proof Bird Feeder.
Get ready to cringe, because Squirrel Boss might just be the most shocking, literally, product to ever grace the Shark Tank stage.
Squirrel Boss is the world's first interactive squirrel-proof bird feeder. Now we know squirrels are extremely cute, and they need to eat too. But they are 5-pound gorillas, and they are hogs.
Seriously, this squirrel-proof bird feeder uses static shocks as a deterrent, meaning those pesky little rodents would get zapped if they try to raid your bird feeders. The Sharks couldn't resist trying it out for themselves, taking turns getting electrocuted by the contraption.
Go ahead, ready?
Well, you know what? Yeah, come on, Cuban.
Yeah. What if there's 2 squirrels on it?
That's fine.
2 squirrels.
Except for Mr. Wonderful, of course. But the real shocker is that you have to manually press a button to administer the shock, meaning you have to wait for the squirrels to arrive and then zap them.
That's the whole thing when I said wears out his welcome, because squirrels need to eat too.
But that means I have to be watching the
That's
bird
our
feed.
second biggest objection that I get all of the time in public.
What's the first?
That you have to be watching.
Too expensive.
And if that wasn't bad enough, the Sharks also called out the inventor on the animal cruelty implications of the product, making it clear that this was a PATIA violation waiting to happen.
But Mike, wouldn't the animal rights people get all over this? You're electrocuting the animals.
Actually, they like it because they know the alternative is lethal force.
Safe to say, the Squirrel Boss didn't make it far in the tank.
good for you for inventing it, but I don't want to get zapped again. I'm out.
To me, to zap a squirrel, that's a little sadistic. For that reason, I'm out.
I'm just not a squirrel whisperer, so I'm out, Mike.
This may shock you, Mike. I'm out.
I'm out.
After the Shark Tank episode, Squirrel Boss did manage to attract some customers who were interested in the product. However, the company faced backlash from animal rights groups and some customers who considered the device cruel and inhumane. According to reports, the company continued to sell the Squirrel Boss for a few years, but eventually went out of business. The CEO, Mark Rober, went on to become a popular YouTuber and inventor, creating videos that showcase his engineering skills and inventions. Robert's YouTube channel has millions of subscribers and features a range of science and engineering related content. He also continues to work as an engineering consultant for various companies. And for those of you wondering, the YouTube channel is called Squirrel Boss. Number 6. The Sullivan Generator.
Next into the tank is Mark Sullivan, who believes he has a visionary invention that can do good and make money.
My name is Mark Sullivan. And the technology I'm offering you today is the Sullivan generator.
If you thought Shark Tank had seen it all, think again. Mark Sullivan appeared on the show with a machine he claimed would generate electricity and create gold, all from saltwater and industrial wastewater.
It works by taking in salt water, it processes the water, and leaves behind the mineral precipitates.
Yes, you read that right. The Sullivan generator was supposed to use the Earth's rotation to create a steam vortex that would turn turbines and produce clean, cheap energy and mineral deposits,
which drives the turbines, which makes electricity. The waste products are the mineral precipitates, manganese, and gold.
It was an ambitious claim, to say the least, but that's not even the craziest part. Mark hadn't built a full-scale version of his invention yet, and he was still in the concept phase. In other words, he had no proof that his machine would work.
What's going on in that little tank?
Well, this is just a model to illustrate the force of the conservation of angular momentum.
Unsurprisingly, they turned down his $1 million ask for 10% equity in his idea.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about and what you said. So with that, I'm out.
My BS meter is going through the roof. It's going bing, 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 bing. I'm out.
May I interrupt you? May I interrupt him just a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm out.
But most of it's nut bar factor 6. I'm out.
And only for that reason, I'm out too.
And we're all grateful for that decision, because who knows what kind of disaster the Sullivan generator could have caused if it had ever been built. There's no clear information about what happened to the Sullivan generator or its inventor, Mark Sullivan, after the Shark Tank episode. It appears that the idea never materialized beyond the concept phase, and there are no updates on Sullivan's whereabouts or current projects. It is possible that he moved on to other endeavors or continued to work on developing his generator in private. However, given the highly impractical and unlikely nature of the concept, it seems unlikely that the Sullivan generator will ever become a reality. But with that, here are some honorable mentions. Kubits, a building toy with many safety concerns and complaints from customers. The Hanukkah tree topper, a product that was seen as culturally insensitive and offensive to Jewish people. The Euro Club, a fake golf club that doubles as a portable urinal, which was seen as gross and unnecessary by the sharks. The Throck socks that were sold in threes, but many customers reported that one sock was always lost, making it a pointless product. The Skinny Mirror, a mirror that distorted your reflection to make you appear thinner, which was seen as promoting body dysmorphia and unhealthy body images. Plate Topper, a product claiming to keep food fresh by turning plates into containers, but which many customers reported as ineffective and prone to spills. Stick around for part 2, where we cover the next time sharks from Shark Tank called out pyramid schemes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.